Hello there guys, today we're gonna have 3 more questions of grammar about the NET test. So we're gonna have 10 seconds for each question. Then I'm going to explain you the solutions for each one. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm gonna start counting 10 seconds. If you feel the time is too short, just feel free to pause the video till you get your answer, okay? So let's start with this one. Okay guys, let's move to the next second question. Okay, so now let's move to the third one. Okay guys, so again, if you feel the time is too short, pause the video and continue until you get a right answer. What you consider is your right answer. Now we're gonna move to the first question. Okay, in this question, what we have is the right answer is C. Okay, well guys, in order to explain you this one, we need to see something that is called infinitive verb pattern. Okay, how it goes. In a sentence, we can have two verbs, and in the middle of those two verbs, we can have a person. Like for example, in this sentence, I want you, and the second verb that is come, I want you to come here. How it goes, it's necessary the second verb to be used with to. In what cases? For example, when I have want, when I have inspire, when I have other verbs that are in infinitive, it's that use infinitive is necessary to use to. For example, in our previous case, we got inspired. So it's a John's chemistry teacher inspired. We have this as being the first verb, inspired. We got the second verb that is apply, and in the middle of those two we have the person, in this case him. Okay, so it says that John's chemistry teacher inspired him, and it's necessary to use to apply to college. It's not incorrect to use double to. At the contrary, it's necessary because it's referring to the place he's applying to. It's incorrect to use all the other ones because I will always need the person. It's incorrect again to use here double to, and it has a double mistake because it's incorrect to use to and ing. That is not possible. That is about this first question. Okay, so remember, when you got two verbs in a sentence, you use verb person to. I want you to come here. Okay, the second question. In this second question, we have that the right answer is B. It is because in here, it is indicating that the sentence is in present, okay? Leaving out options like A, which express was, which is in past, and option D, because the verb finishes in ed, which is in the past, too. Only leaving us probably B or C. C, it's incorrect, because we normally don't use this has worked. This is called present perfect. We don't use present perfect with one word as until. We don't use it with until. That is over here. Okay, it's possible to use present perfect with something like since or for, when we are mentioning the time, like for example summer. For this reason, it's necessary to use present. Jane is working in this moment part-time at the supermarket until she graduates. Until that moment, she will continue working. Okay. In this question number 3, we got something that makes this sentence special, and it's this sentence or expression better. It says, under no circumstances. It is giving us a negative word starting a sentence. When we have it, the grammar changes a little bit, and in this case, the right answer is A. This topic is called negative adverbial. I will explain you right away. So what happened with the negative adverbial? The negative adverbial is used when we have a word like never, hardly ever, barely, neither, or any other negative word at the beginning of a sentence or when we are going to start an idea. In that way, the way we construct the sentence is the following. First of all, I need to use the negative adverbial, for example, never. Then I use the auxiliary, had in this case. Then I have a person. Then I have a verb. And if I need it, of course, I use the complementary information or the complement. So the structure in here, it says, first the negative adverbial, then the auxiliary, and then the person or subject that I'm talking about. Okay, now let's go to the sentence that we were solving before in order to get it. So in this case, when we have this sentence or this expression, under no circumstance is indicating us that it is a negative adverbial sentence. For that reason, the first thing we need to have after this negative adverbial is going to be one auxiliary. So it leaves out C, leaves out D, leaving us A and B. They have the auxiliary, that is the next thing we have in this kind of sentence. And then we need to find a person or object, or let's say subject, we're talking about. In this case, we got B, is not a subject, to equipment, it is a subject, and then we have a verb. For that reason, it's better to choose A. Well, okay, guys, that's all for today. Just recall to follow us in Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. I will keep uploading videos and more exercises for you to enjoy and practice. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Keep on studying.